You want to play in these big games, and I think it's a reason why so many players, even with the short season, want to come here now and play with Kaw Valley during this season in the summer, because they know that it's going to be a quality team and they're going to get competitive games, and come the end of the season or the midpoint of the season, important games.
The Menace now onto the attack, and a nice back pedal save by Nico Nito back in net. Part of that victory a couple of days ago. And so far, so good. We're in minute number 4 as it winds down, and no blood just yet. We are scoreless. Friday. There's Chase Bromstead trying to deliver in the middle of the field, and a whistle as Commody tries to make a move. He is fouled, and that's a really nice spot to place the ball down and get a kick for the Cranes.
Yeah, I was very, very curious how this formation, this lineup was going to play for Kaw Valley when it came out, and we talked to Coach Urbani before the game, and he said a lot of it would be fluid, and you know, every formation is every formation. It can change as the game goes on. It's different how you attack and how you defend, but Kevin Commody was kind of the question mark piece in that lineup. Would he be playing as a fourth midfielder in kind of a diamond with Ponte and Busquets up top, or would he be kind of a false 9 and taking up all sorts of different spaces centrally, but not as a center forward? And I think we've got our answer so far. He's going to be pushed up a little bit higher and kind of the focal point of this attack, because everything has run through him so far.
Here's Urbani, fires one over the top of the wall. Our corner, Richard Bryan trying to put a move on Laurent Lettner. One-on-one, gets one to the center of the field. That one headed just wide on the right side. And not on goal, but it's really the second chance so far for Des Moines in this one.
If you're Kaw Valley, though, that's one you'll absolutely take. Really having to work hard just to get that cross into the box, and then not really into that dangerous of a situation.
Des Moines is taken away by Kaw Valley FC. Running the opposite direction, it's Manel Busquets trying to get it into the center of the field. He's able to do it. A battle there at midfield. Acuna getting mixed up there with Kevin Commody, and the flag is raised.
I love how active Commody has been these first 10 minutes of this game. Second time that he's been fouled and won a free kick. Third or fourth time that he's gotten the ball in a really dangerous area of the field and put Des Moines under pressure. Obviously the chance coming off of the post, but to have him this involved.
Rather have.
I'll take the points in the bag any day of the week over the games in hand. You can never be absolutely certain, and it is a bit of an advantage, I would say, for Kaw Valley FC to have played so many games early in the season, and also to have had a front-loaded home schedule as well, to really be able to give themselves an opportunity to bag as many points as possible, and to kind of know where they stand and set a marker for themselves this season. And then you go on the road for the final 5 games of the regular season. You know exactly what you need, and at this point, it's 6, maybe 7 more points from the final 6 games, including the one here tonight, should get them into the playoffs. And so they've been able to do enough work early on that they're very, very comfortable in knowing the situation in this conference.
Richard Bryan set to get this thing back in play, but the official not liking something he saw in the middle of that scrum there, and he's having a little chat with Corey Easterling, kid from Germany that attends the University of Tulsa. So second try here now for Richard Bryan, and we'll try it again. A lot of bodies in front of that goal, and a high one heading in that direction. Kicked out of there by the Cranes, and now a breakaway that maybe.
It's been such a promising start from Kaw Valley.
Minute number 30. Here's one in front, dangerous ball, and that one just over the top. And a frustrated Mark Weber. I think he'd like to have this one back. Can't quite get the left foot on it. Reacting a little bit late, Nico, but that one catching a break goes over the crossbar, and we are still scoreless.
It's an incredible ball across the
final home game here at Rock Chalk Park for the Cranes. A lot of road games, though, still to come. 14 total in the regular season. This is just game number 9. A couple of long road trips coming as well. Long ball. This one pops out. Bromstead trying to get there in time. He does. A little one-on-one. It's tapped away. Commody's there, but a whistle way behind the play at Andy Edwards. I don't think Kaw Valley FC wanted that whistle.
It's called continuation, and when there's a foul that occurs and you've got an advantage right there, you got to play it. I understand that it's a potential head injury in that moment for Ponte, and he's down. But it looks like he took either an elbow or another head to the back of his head. But wow, what an opportunity, just killed it, momentum going forward for Call Valley in that situation. They would have absolutely taken no call in that situation and had the chance that was developing.
And now I guess it's going to be a reverse. They're going to call the foul on Ponte, it does appear, because this ball will go back on over. And here's a second look at it, Andy. He's backing up into the play. And, you know, a situation, I think, with the injury to the shoulder, Ponte probably not.
Call Valley earlier this season, Des Moines pulling some of that off in some tight spaces, so some aggressive, dangerous balls over the top and little headers flicked into space, and then quick passes and layoffs. Really, really enjoyable, pretty soccer from the Menace at the moment.
Nice takeaway from Andre and a dangerous play there. He is taken down in the corner. And a yellow card is coming out. And we'll take a second look. And the slide there, and that's from James Thomas, I believe.
Hearing every bit of the yellow that was, and bordering on one of those orange card decisions where, you know, really could go either direction. Got nowhere near the ball, left his feet as he came in, and came in really, really hard. Made contact with the planted leg in that moment of Andre. That is a very, very dangerous situation.
Back at Rock Chalk Park, halftime between Caw Valley FC and the Des Moines Menace. A scoreless game. Early opportunity coming from Caw Valley FC, but that one off the post. Last home game here for the Cranes, but that does not mean it's the last regular season match for you to catch. In fact, while this is the last regular season home match for the Cranes, you still have another chance to watch KVFC play this summer. Cranes hosts the Bug Eaters FC in a friendly on June 28th over at Hummer Park in Topeka. Tickets are 2 for 1 for those in costume on our dynamic duo night. Learn more at cawvalleyfc.com/tickets. Does that mean if you dress as Andy Edwards and Kevin Romery, that's your night to get in, 2 for 1 with your dynamic duo nights? We'll talk to the guys in charge, see if we make that happen.
I will personally. I'll buy the ticket.
We'll get you the shirt right here, a couple of these. I don't know. We'll talk to the guys over there, see if Jordan's paying attention while
I don't know how dynamic we are, though.
very, very different. Hey, let's talk about this first half, though, and maybe not a dynamic duo that we've talked about a lot this year from Caw Valley FC, but maybe 11 strong in this first half to keep it scoreless.
Yeah, not a huge impact from Ponte in that first half. Not quite able to get him involved and get going just yet. He had the one opportunity set up by Busquets there on the breakaway, not able to put it on target. But the fact that he's out there and continuing to play and trying to get involved into this game, I think, is a very promising sign. We're still waiting for Ignacio Lerich at some point in the second half. Kevin Commodi started the game strong, but this has really been about Manuel Busquets. Everything that they have created offensively has come from him. And then you talk about the 11-man performance defensively. It's been all hands on deck, and to this point, it's been effective.
Couple of chances for Des Moines, and that guy's been really good. Nico Nito, a couple of punch-aways. This probably the most dangerous chance in the first half, but just sailing high, and that's Marek Weber. The left foot just couldn't quite keep it on the ground. It sails high, and that really keeps us where we are, scoreless. You mentioned Manuel Busquets doing most of the work. Ponte would have liked to keep this one on the ground as well. He got 2 shots off, and both kind of looked like that. One for the...
Fans, may I have your attention, please? We have been advised that severe weather is now approaching Rock Chalk Park. We ask that you immediately move to the closest exit from your seat.
Well, we mentioned earlier, everyone, about the storm clouds that we could see in Kansas City. Unfortunately, a cloud is blowing up right above us. And we're going to have a weather delay at the 49-14 mark here of this contest. I've been keeping my eye on it. We can see a little bit of the rain here. There may be some lightning, Andy, in this thing, which usually is what calls it. And this storm literally is blowing up, I mean, almost right on top of where we are in West Lawrence.
Yeah, you can see the two referees in the center of the field talking to one another, pointing towards that cloud just off to the north there. And the referee, to have stopped the game, would have had to have spotted it. With the first bolts of lightning, you know, within a certain distance, and as you said, that thing's pretty close. He's going to do the right thing and pull the players off the field, get the fans, you know, out from the elements and to a little bit more safety. So, you know, hopefully this is not a long delay in this game, because it could completely change the tone of this game and the direction that it's headed. It's been a really, really good game so far. Both teams go in, maybe get a little bit tight, maybe make an adjustment or two. There's also, I don't know, maybe a small possibility. Helps Kaw Valley just a little bit, a few more minutes to kind of get off of those feet, get off those legs, and reset themselves for the final period of the second half.
Yeah, and Andy, looking at the radar, I'll let you take a look at it here too. This storm is literally blown up right on I-70 in between Topeka and Lawrence. It is not raining in downtown Lawrence. It is not raining in downtown Topeka, but if you're on I-70 in between the two, it is pouring on you right now. This storm blowing up just to the west